3 in a row, 4 in the last 8, 6. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fucking wins on the season. Noah Gragson wins at Bristol, baby. Yes. Fuck yes. Yes. Considering how last year went, this year's been a complete turnaround for Noah. Again, he started the year with crazy consistency, and he finishes the year with the most wins out of any driver. He usurped Ty Gibbs, and we'll get to that later. We'll get to him later. For the most wins this year in the Xfinity Series. He doesn't have the regular season title. That goes to AJ Allmendinger. He clinched that in stage 2. Congrats to him. Second year in a row he's done that. He gets the bonus, playoff points, all that fun shit. But what a race this was. Also, I want to get this out of the way right now. Shout out Stephen Parsons. Takes the 45 car for Alpha Prime Racing and puts that in the top 10 to close this race out. That's awesome. Bro, this is Grayson's 11th career win. And he's got like half of them this season. What? Oh my god. This is fucking incredible, man. What's up, guys? It's me, Alan. I'm back with another video. Back with my 2022 NASCAR Xfinity Series race review. Holy shit. Gragson's got so much momentum going into the playoffs this year. If he can stay out of the crosshairs of, Ty Gibbs, he's got a shot. He really does have a shot to win the title this year, I feel like. But we'll get to that later. So, of course, this is the final race before the playoffs. 10 of the 12 guys who are in the playoffs are locked in. Entering today, Hemrick was +7, Castle +19, Sieg -19, and Creed -32 to potentially get on points. Everyone else must win. Joe Graf Jr., Stephen Parsons, there he is again, started at the rear for unproved adjustments, and Ty Gibbs at the pole. Allmendinger had some early issues. Possible gearbox/transmission issue, shifted to third and went back to second gear. Nick Sanchez brings out the early caution for a tire down, manages to keep it out of the wall, possibly had a tire rub the sway bar. Caution comes out for Riley Herbst getting spun/door slammed by Sheldon Creed. That's the next caution. Herbst would get back to him a little later, but he didn't try and turn him. So props to Herbst there. But hey, Creed and Sieg made a little contact. Brandon Jones actually had to hold up his window net earlier in the race, which was falling down, and he gets a lucky caution thanks to Nick Sanchez going for a slide with a little bit of help from Sage Karam. Caution comes out for Brandon Brown. Next, he spins on the backstretch, big damage on both ends. Nick Sanchez speeding penalty, not having a good day whatsoever, or night rather. Myatt Snyder with a tire rub. Unfortunately, Brown done for the day, or night. And Ty Gibbs takes the stage 1 win. Allgaier 2nd, Gragson 3rd, Mayer 4th, Allmendinger 5th, Barry 6th, Jeb Burton 7th, Hemrick 8th, Castle 9th, and Sieg in 10th. Allgaier no longer in regular season championship contention. Allmendinger would clinch the regular season title if he finished 20th or better, regardless of anything else that would have happened, namely with Ty Gibbs. Allgaier had to save off contact with Creed while battling for the lead. Landon Castle had to pit with a right front flat tire, and then he had to pit again with more issues, potentially ending his day. It would not. Going into the garage, he was due to mechanical issues, so his team was able to repair it and get him back out there. Basically, what happened was it was with the brakes and the hub and whatnot. Just shit got overheated and it fucked the hub up, and they had to replace that. He was able to get back out there. The unfortunate thing is that with how many laps he was down, he was not going to be able to catch. He really was not going to be able to gain a lot of spots. Under in that situation, there weren't enough guys that he could pass by just passing them on the racetrack with them being out. So basically, he just needed something to happen to his teammate Hamrick, which would have been unfortunate, or Sieg. We'll see how that goes later. So here's the big moment of contention here. Gragson shunts Gibbs into Creed, and the caution comes out. This ends Creed's night and helps Castle out points wise. Gibbs' night also done, and thanks to this, Allmendinger clinches the regular season title. I don't know how I feel about this move, okay? Because the way it looked to me, I mean, Gregson just got in there. It was a move that probably would have worked if Creed wasn't above Gibbs. On the others, but at the same time, when you think about it, the way Gibbs corrected or the way his car just shot up the racetrack, I mean, it's Bristol and it's in the corners, so ugh. But anywho, Jones had to save. Josh Berry gets into the wall. Caution comes out. Sam Barrett goes for a spin alongside J.J. Yaley late in stage 2, trying to go 3 wide on the bottom with him and McLaughlin. I don't know why Mayer did that. That was a dumb move. And Justin Allgaier would take stage 2 under caution. Gragson second, Allmendinger third, Jones fourth, Herbst fifth, Hill sixth, Jeb Burton seventh, Hemrick eighth, Smith ninth, Sammy Smith that is, and Josh Berry 10th. Jeb Burton speeding penalty. Bailey Curry and Joe Graf Jr. stay out to lead at the restart. Hill and Herbst make contact. Alfredo makes contact with a wall. Mayer had a save. Castle would return to the race with 80 laps to go or so. Hemrick with like 40 something to go reported he had lost power steering, and caution would come out late for contact, or for JJ Yaley making contact with Justin Allgaier, who was leading, and Yaley going for a spin. And at the same time, Mason Massey lost an engine. And then Justin Allgaier gave it all away with a speeding penalty. Jeffrey Earnhardt also gets a speeding penalty. Gragson was the only lead lap guy not to pit here, which was kind of surprising. So how did that work out for him? Well, you already know. Allmendinger saves himself from hitting the wall. Mayer has a save. Brandon Jones, he got up to Gregson's back bumper, but I think Jones just decided he didn't want to race him that way. He didn't want to rough him up, so it is what it is. And Gragson, again, takes the white flag. He wins at Bristol. 6th win of the season. 3rd in a row. 4 in the last 8. Sieg makes the playoffs 5 points over Castle. And we have the playoff standings up on the screen right now. Thank you, USA/NBC and all you guys. So Noah Gragson actually enters the playoffs with 2,051 points. So even though Allmendinger gets the bonus points for being regular season champion, he's actually 4th at 2,032 points. Honestly, that's kind of surprising. And I think what that shows is that Gragson and Gibbs, because Gibbs has 5 wins and he's sitting at 2,038 points. I think for part of it is that Gragson had wicked consistency early in the season, and again, 6 fucking wins. He's just amassed a shit ton of stage and stage points and playoff points. And let me remind you, remember, earlier this year, you had that little stretch of races where he had the dust up at Road America, which he got which I think he lost points for or whatever. I don't remember. And then he gets DQ'd out of a top 5 finish alongside Landon Castle back at New Hampshire the following week. So at that point, Gragson was sitting 4th in the overall standings, and had going before those 2 races was a lot closer to being the regular season champion than he was at that point. So I think that still costed him, especially considering Allmendinger, Gibbs, and Allgaier never really had enough bad finishes since then compared to Gregson's winning to usurp them. But still, it's crazy to think that coming from that to now, Gregson's entering Texas next week as the playoff points leader. I mean, that's crazy to me. So again, Gibbs is second at 2,038, Allgaier 2,033, Allmendinger 2,032, Berry 2022, Austin Hill 2016, Jones 2010, Jeremy Clements, who, by the way, shout out to him, his penalty from Daytona got overturned, so his win counts, and he is in the playoffs. So good job there. He is tied with Mayer for 8th in the standings at 2,005 points. Clements above the cut line on Mayer because Clements has a win. So Mayer is 9th. Hemrick, the defending champion, enters at 2,003 points. Herbst 2002 and Sieg 2001. Hey, the year I was born. So this is going to be pretty interesting, I would say. The biggest thing here is Hemrick needs to figure something out. I'm worried he might get knocked out early and not even get a chance to defend his title. Because I mean, we know it. We know who Hemrick is. He only has one win in his Xfinity career, and that was last year's championship race. I don't think luck's going to strike twice for him. He needs to win soon. He's got to figure it out, man. He has to. Aside from that, it's really just going to be interesting to see what happens to these playoffs. Again, Gragson and Gibbs is going to be the main storyline, I think, because after tonight, Gibbs is going to want to pay him back. The question is where. And I really think that battle is going to come down to what it's going to be what determines the championship. Whether Gragson wins it, Gibbs wins it, or somebody else wins it. The shenanigans between the two of them, it's going to play a role. And also, reminder, the round of 12 is Texas, Talladega, and the Roval. So, basically, one of them has to win Texas for that person to be safe, and they have nothing to worry about the next two races. If neither of them win Texas, then you go into Talladega and you go into the Roval. Both drivers, depending on what the fuck happens, I mean, you could go into the Roval with one of them fucking the other one over, and it could possibly eliminate them from the playoffs, depending on how the previous two races shape out. That being said, though, oh boy, this is going to be fun. So, with that all being said, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future videos and streams. I'll catch y'all tomorrow for the Cup Series race reaction, I should say. Peace.